Hey everybody, so I just picked up this Viper 797 electronic dartboard. It just has a standard plug into the wall, but it's a pretty decent electronic dartboard. Just has the power on. A few positive things about this: it has quite a few games on here if you want to see what games. It is an electronic soft tip dartboard, as you can see, and it does come with three blue darts, three red darts, just standard regular darts, nothing special. It can have up to 16 players at once, which is really nice. The downside is there is no mute. So although you can make it softer by pressing the sound, it never actually mutes. It goes really quiet, but it never actually does mute. One other downside to this is that the darts get stuck when you're throwing it pretty bad. So sometimes it's difficult to take it out. These stock darts it comes with, they're pretty light, so they don't really have any issues. But if you have your own aftermarket darts, they do get stuck in here. The other thing I have noticed, and I don't know if a lot of people didn't read the instructions on it, is after you start playing the game, if you press this button right here where it says double or it says auto change, it doesn't give you any indication, it just beeps. But what that does is it makes it so that the turns don't change automatically. I have noticed if you don't press that button that it will change turns pretty quickly before you can pull out your darts. And then it will, when you're trying to pull out your dart and you hit this, it'll register the hit for the next person's turn, and there's no way to go back. These buttons, they're just flush buttons. They're not raised or anything, so I don't know how long they'll last. But for the most part, they've been pretty good. Other than that, I mean, it's pretty good. The one downside is, like I said, if you do have aftermarket darts that are about 16, 18, even 20 grams would be really heavy. You throwing it at this, it's gonna get stuck like pretty bad. I broke a lot of tips already inside the dartboard, just by trying to pull out or twist the darts out. So just be wary of that. The longer tips work better on this board. The shorter tips will get stuck a lot easier, and they will be very hard to pull out of the dartboard. But other than that, it's a pretty solid dartboard. Just for the sound issue, as of right now, the buttons are not an issue. But this board is a pretty good quality board. It was about 40 bucks on Amazon. And I do recommend it. You just have to be worried about the types of tips you're using for your darts. Like I said, the longer soft tips are better. And once again, here's the list of games on here. Okay, and so to go along with the dartboard I purchased, I did get this these new sets of darts. This is an aftermarket case. It's a Case Master case. I do recommend it. It keeps all the darts and the flights pretty good. It has the cover on the top and keeps all the darts pretty secure. The only downside to this case though is that there's very limited pockets and it doesn't zip up. So there are two pockets on here. They're very small within here, but they don't have any zippers on the pocket, so there's not too much stuff you can actually put in there. These are the GT3 darts. I do recommend them. They're the 16 gram version. I've actually had these before, and then they were stolen from me, so I bought them again. I really like these darts. They feel really comfortable. They are a little bit longer, which I like to hold it with 3 fingers, so it does suit me a little bit better. If you're only a 2-finger holder, then it might not be as good. I have short tips on here, just for the fact that I was playing out at the bar, so the short tips were better. The flights are very secure in this shaft. The one downside to these darts, and it's just one downside, these darts are perfect the way they are. The only one downside is the is, I guess, right here. Let me, I can't really take it off. I'll pause the video. Hold on. I'm sorry, I was talking earlier about the shaft. It's the actual, the barrel. So the barrel is a little longer. The downside is the shaft. So when I unscrew it here, you'll see you can't really put any type of shaft on here. As you can see, it's not the normal standard shaft. It is a proprietary Bottleson shaft that you have to buy. That's the only downside. If it does break, you have to buy this specific shaft. You can't get the generic ones or aftermarket ones. The universal ones, they won't fit. You have to get the specific ones to it. But I highly recommend these GT3 darts. They really feel nice. So I'll try to throw a dart here. And we'll go in, and I wasn't very far. I wasn't even at the 8-foot line. I just threw it from a few feet away. But as you can see, like, I'm pulling on it pretty hard. It's not coming out. It takes some force to take out. That's the only downside to this board. With the short tip though, I am using the short tip darts. If you have the long tip darts, it's a little bit better. Very simple. Turn it off. Just hold it down. I should power off, but overall, this board is a pretty good board. Like I said, for about 40-45 bucks, the Viper 797 electronic dartboard. It is a full-size electronic dartboard. There are a lot on Amazon that are smaller versions. Don't get those. And these GT3 darts, I really recommend them. The 16 gram, the soft tip version, very nice. These darts were about $100 on Amazon. So pretty good deal. If you buy them in the store, I know I've seen them go as far as 175 for a set of 3. So very good deal on Amazon. All right, everybody, thanks.